You are listening to another Always Moto production. The Always Moto podcast with your host, David Hogan. We talk moto events from around the world. All the injuries, all the training ins and outs, the bikes, parts and gear inspections, the results. We interview your favourite riders. It's the Always Moto podcast. We occasionally have some coarse language and the odd stuff up along the way. If you don't like it or you don't agree with us, turn it off right now.
I'd like to remind you that he is not a doctor.
That's right, Moto fans. We are live on YouTube. You are watching the Fastline. I've changed the name of it already. I can't even believe it. It was 1 week and we changed the name. Fastline. If you've ever been told the Fastline at the track, this is basically what it is here in the Always Moto podcast studios. It's just with the moto news. So we're going to get into this show. It's brought to you by tacticmotorsport.com. Check them out for all your suspension needs. I'm your host, David Hogan. Like I said, this is the Fastline show, something new. See if you'd like the name. Let me know. Drop a comment if you're watching live, or maybe send it to us later on. But let's get the Always Moto contractor into the studio as well so we can get Ben Grinley in here. Here he is. Benny, how are we doing, mate, this week?
All right. How are you?
I'm not too bad. This streaming business is a mighty fickle game trying to get set up done. It's driving me mental, as you well know. We've done a few test runs, and here we are. We're trying round number 2. So let's see if we can keep you on the line and get this thing done properly. But let's get straight into it. It's the Boost Mobile Australian Supercross Champions season. It's coming up here, Benny. Pre-season is going already. The guys have had maybe, 2 weeks now, is it, that they finished motocross season for us here in Australia. Everybody's already day one Supercross videos coming out on the socials. It's pretty impressive that they're all that busy already.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone gets pretty hyped up when the the Supercross season's coming. Pictures, videos, it starts floating around and the comments start flowing, and the vibes are starting to build.
Yeah, new bikes and stuff, all that sort of thing, new teams. Not too many of those announcements just yet, but we expect a few more of those things to come here shortly, and we'll talk about them in a sec. But the one video that sort of got me started on all this and all the day one bit was the Luke Clout video. I'm sure you've seen it, being the Luke Clout fan that you are. But something about Luke Clout and Supercross, he goes up 10 levels, and he looked damn good on day one on Supercross already from the video he's already posted, mate.
Yeah, he did. He's just got that beautiful style, but definitely looking a lot better than he did at the start of that last motocross race they did with the bike flying up in the air. So,
well, it was purposely going up in the air this time. It wasn't like an ejection seat situation.
Yeah, so I'd say he's a lot happy to probably get away from that and start the Supercross build.
Yeah, good thing to point out there too. Like you've already touched on that he had that big crash, and obviously he's all A-OK because he's already out on the Supercross looking just fine. So obviously no lingering effects there. He got away with that one. Pretty lucky not to have that bike. Literally, it did land on him, but not completely square on top of his head as it came down from 2 stories up in the air that it was, maybe 3.
Yeah, he's very lucky. He's probably bruised and a bit sore for a few days after, but that whole situation could have been a lot worse. Yeah, definitely. Now let's talk some of these promotional things that the AME group is doing for the Supercross Championship this year is pretty impressive so far. The one that happened last week was the Shark Park announcement, where they did a bit of a crossover with the Cronulla Sharks, the NRL team, and a couple of the Supercross guys that New South Wales based. They had them on ground with the bikes, and they had the footy guys there on ground, and they had some cheerleaders. Nice effort there, Benny. You would have known some of these guys from the NRL side of